authenticity. Joe Rogan is unapologetically himself in his podcast. He's not afraid to speak his mind, share his personal opinions, no matter how controversial they may be. This authenticity is refreshing in a world where so many people